I stand before you, an embarrassed man. I stand before you, an ashamed man.
Didn't we hear this Monday?
I stand before you, a changed man.
But this isn't a tape?
Well, that's the same thing.
The reason I say that is my behavior over the last couple weeks has been atrocious. The real Chris Jericho is not the sniveling, whining baby that you've been watching each and every week. The real Chris Jericho is the man you tune in to watch every single week on your TVs. The real Chris Jericho is the man you've placed on a pedestal. The real Chris Jericho is a role model that's influenced each and every one of your lives in a positive way. And the real Chris Jericho is sorry. Dave Penzer, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'd like to present you with this suit jacket. I apologize to all you screaming, adoring fans in this arena tonight. And to all you people at home, I mark my words, it will never, ever happen again. And you can trust me when I say that.
We hope so. We hope so, because we have, and Brain, I know you'll agree, we've been very impressed with Chris Jericho, his ability in the ring, but these temper tantrums, I mean, they're reserved for someone like yourself, not him.
Well, I think Chris Jericho realizes what's going on here at WCW. Now, the course of wrestling has changed, and he wants to be a big, big part of it. And when you lose a match or you just don't feel right about yourself, you lose it sometimes. And if you can't control your emotions, you should be put in a rubber room.
Everybody wants Chris Jericho to be part of WCW.
The
man spent part of 1997 as Cruiserweight Champion of the World. He really, really made his mark in 1997. Hopefully he's right. I accept his apology.
Yes, so do I.
Give him a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 13-time former world champ on here at TBS has been such a big part of professional wrestling through the years. This man is literally on the station, done it all. And he is coming out in the debut of Thunder. It's only fitting to have Nature Boy Ric Flair wrestle live here tonight. And he will wrestle Chris Jericho, I understand, for the very first time in singles competition. The two men have battled in tag team action, but this is the very first time Jericho and the former 13-time world champ have battled in singles competition. We have it for you here tonight, live on Thunder.
Gentlemen, let's give him one on three. 1, 2, 3. For the Nature Boy. First time here on Thunder. He deserves it.
Guys, that was really sorry. Let him do the wooing from now on.
Your woo was off.
I didn't woo it. It was you and Marshall.
You can't even woo on key.
We'll be back with more Thunder.
You gotta get down like that.
We'll be back.
Another leg between.
Thunder continues live here on TBS. Ric Flair in the debut of Thunder to face Chris Jericho. This should be a great matchup. Two phenomenal athletes. Certainly Flair has the advantage of the experience, but drive and determination and athletic ability, certainly, you got to say Chris Jericho has all of that, Lee Marshall.
Well, if Chris Jericho wanted to test the waters in 1998, Tony, he has jumped right into the deep end with the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I'll tell you something about Jericho. Those butterflies are in his stomach right now. Those wings are about the size of condors. He's never met this man, and to be here on TBS in front of millions and millions of people all over the place and being there with Ric Flair, he's got to be thinking.
You know, we go back to what we heard in that interview from Nitro this past Monday with the 13-time former world champ Nature Boy Ric Flair and Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart in World Championship Wrestling now, a part of the great athletes that grace the ring here on Thunder, on Nitro, on WCW Saturday night. Great to have him here, and you knew the issue that these two men have had over the years would sooner or later come to a head. You're talking about two of the best when you talk about Hart and Flair.
Even though they both represent WCW, Tony, you harken back to some other sports examples. Even the great 1924 New York Yankees, supposedly the greatest team that ever was. Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, they hated each other. They simply did not get along. Your old team, your favorite team, the swinging Oakland A's, they didn't get along, a team of superstars.
Battled all the time.
So you've got a situation like that, I think, with the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Hitman Bret Hart, two of the greatest, like I said, the cornerstones of this sport. They have nothing to prove to the fans, but I think they've got something to prove to each other.
You can feel that respect there when they look at each other. You can hear it in their voices. You just know what each stand for. Plus, the Hart family goes back a long, long way. Say no more about Ric Flair.
Well, when Bret Hart was a part of the World Wrestling Federation, he was 5-time heavyweight champion there. But now here at WCW, making his mark worldwide. And here where the big boys play. Ric Flair's world title, as he has held 13 times, has been in existence since 1905. And down goes Ric Flair on a great move by Jericho.
Jericho, take advantage. You have the opportunity of a lifetime. You're in there with the best there is, whoever held a championship belt as far as I'm concerned, 13 times. Take this man out as quick as you can. Make yourself a household word, Mr. Jericho.
Jericho over the top of Flair. The lion salt that time missed. Flair just casually moved out of the way. Speaking of the world title that Ric Flair held 13 times, that's been in existence since 1905. In its 93rd year of existence, the most controversy ever, as it was between Sting and Hollywood Hogan. And we'll show you the controversial 3 count, the footage, the detailed footage that happened at Starrcade later on in this telecast and later on. All the fans talking about, wondering what happened back on December 29th after we went off the air Nitro on TNT in Baltimore. We will show you what happened, show you the footage, show you the near riot that prompted the statement by Nick Lambros that has really now put the cuffs, I believe, on the WCW athletes. That plus Larry Zbyszko and Eric Bischoff, their match in its entirety from Starrcade, all to come tonight.
And it's just the shank of the evening.
Where have I heard that before?
That's a familiar sound.
Yeah, sure. And Flair shouting out to the fans and stomping on the hands. This is where Ric Flair's at his best. When he gets you down, when he can hurt you, there's so many ways, so methodical, that Flair can just cut right through you. And now Jericho fires back. He talked about a lot of determination. This youngster has it all here. Into the ropes, Flair hits. Jericho nicely followed him in that time in a back body. How about that drop kick as Flair was coming up?
And here goes Jericho. He's going up top. High elbow, and down goes the 13-time champion.
Cover, got a one. He almost beat the champ that time, Brain.
I'd keep him on the mat. I would keep Ric Flair down. I would let him know what you're there for. And Flair is so good. He is so good. He knows it all. The dirtiest player. And nobody home.
Nobody home at all as he sidestepped Jericho and measures him for the elbow drop that time. Ric Flair.
Here we go. It's time for the master to go to work.
Flair turning, putting on figure 4.
There's no disgrace, Mr. Jericho. You've been beaten by the best.
You sure have. And quickly Jericho says it's over. And Ric Flair on the debut of Thunder, live here on TBS on this Thursday, January 8th, wins. One of the biggest wins it's got to be in his career.
Your winner, Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Here you hear the announcement by David Pinter. How many times have we heard that in arenas around the world?
Well, this is the first time you've heard it on Thunder. History's been made right now. Flair scores his first victory.
What about the whiny, spoiled kid we weren't supposed to see anymore? And off goes Penzer's jacket one more time.
Tore it off. That's 3 in a row. I can tell you right now, as great of an athlete as this young man is, there's no way we're going to believe him again.
Pull out the medics. He's going to hold his